makes money. But
right here. So we need to figure out what's the best.
So just at the beginning of the video, can't wait to see what the end product is going to be in this gym. Well, in the gym that he's about to build, because right now, obviously, there's nothing in it. So he's about to take us through his entire process of building the gym. Let's see what's going to happen.
Here, we need to talk to some experts.
Jeff Nipper!
We're making this something special. And then we need to spend a lot of money actually buying the equipment, setting it up, and taking this...
I wish I had this much money as him.
So I thought what we could do is to start with the small bits. Full body vibrating roller with large muscle groups. Well,
this gym is mainly going to be a smart home gym because obviously he's a tech YouTuber, but I feel like you don't really need to spend a lot of money on like tech gadgets for fitness, like a foam roller. You can just get a regular foam roller. I really think that's unnecessary. So let's go and continue. He's showing off his muscles there.
Yeah, it's like the super tech version of a foam roller.
What's the way you do it?
Contour to the back, spine, and neck. Whoa, no way.
Some more techie stuff.
Heat therapy, home therapy, AD light therapy.
What's a lot of therapy?
Recovery air gym.
Body. If they're a body.
You'd be like the worst superhero ever. You should just be very relaxed.
What's this? Not
Infrared. The infrared.
Wait, let me go back.
Imagining flying around the neighborhood, not recovering.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a cough one. There's a cough
Think it's coming
one.
up.
Full one. We could actually
Come on.
They're a body.
You'd be like the worst superhero ever. You should just be very relaxed.
Oh, I definitely need that book. I need to grow this YouTube channel. Hopefully I can.
What's this? Not
Infrared. The infrared tent. Hello, sir. How's your tent?
This website is absolutely insane.
We should get some scales too. Apparently does a full scan of your body.
I wonder how much this entire gym is going to cost, bro. I don't think he's revealed how much. I could like calculate how much money he's spending based on the things, like based on the prices that are given, but I'm not about to do that. And then I would have to convert all this money into US dollars. Well, I could do that easily, but I'm not
I'm interested in trying
going
this.
to do
I think
that.
it's cool. I think we should try it.
Have we done this before? Smart support?
Oh, I remember he did a video with this. With Ryan. Yep, Ryan Trahan in it.
Just a normal stick word.
I don't think it turned out good. Blah, blah, blah.
One thing that I've been battling with in my mind is how techy do we go for the gym? You can get a lot of really interesting looking.
I don't feel like you need to go techie at all for a gym. Just have a basic equipment and other stuff. I can't wait to see Jeff Nipper's part in this video and see what he has to say about this.
Squats, you can bicep curl, you can deadlift.
The power to deliver up to 200 kilograms in one sleep package. I feel like we need to get a gym expert's opinion on this.
Oh, here comes Jeff Nipper's part.
So we are about to jump on a call with Jeff Nipper.
Look at those muscles, bro.
Everyone seems to regard him as the go-to guy for science-backed gym knowledge. Hey!
Well, duh, it's Jeff Nipper. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm looking at this tech gym gear, and some part of me's thinking this might not actually be very good gym equipment. What do you think?
I think it depends on what your goals are going to be. Is your main goal to build muscle and strength?
It's definitely muscular strength, progressive.
Yeah. I have a list of like basics that I think you definitely want for those goals. That would be a power rack, so you can do squats, presses, pretty much any lift with a barbell.
So after he's done going through his list, I'm going to give my opinion on the list.
You need a barbell, and you need an adjustable bench, so you can do like flat presses, incline presses. Then from there, you need some kind of multi-purpose cable machine. And if you've got a set of dumbbells, that gives you even more versatility. And then after that, I would say a leg curl would be my next pick, because you're going to find that really awkward.
Okay, this is Jeff's list of like home gym equipment that Mr. Mrwhosetheboss should use, or equipment that he's just recommending to anybody. So first off, he started off with a power rack. That's a good option, especially like if you want to build strength and muscle. The power rack is going to be good. You're going to have like dumbbells. You're going to be able to do multiple types of lifts. You're going to be able to do like bench press. And you can't do a bench press unless you have a barbell. So of course you're going to need a barbell and a bench, adjustable bench specifically, because if you just use a flat bench, you're not going to be able to do like an incline or any other exercises using that bench because it's just flat. You might find some ways to do some exercises on the flat bench press, but there might not be a lot compared to having an adjustable bench. I actually have an adjustable bench, but it's not that great. It's alright. It's good enough for me to just work out with. It was like $60, but it's not the best quality.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh my gosh. I'd even say, I don't know, that's stupid. Okay, anyways. So, power rack, barbell, adjustable bench, and then like a cable machine. I don't know if a cable machine is really necessary. Now, if you have this amount of money, at like Mr. Who's the Boss does, I guess you can use that money if like you want to have a cable machine and it will help you achieve your goals. But I don't really think that's necessary. Dumbbells, you definitely should have dumbbells in your home gym. And then the leg curl, I guess I can see that. I feel like a lot of home gyms, especially like the people who have like a lot of money and can afford it, they have a lot of different machines in that gym. So the main things I would pick in a home gym, like if I had the money, I would definitely have like a power rack, so I can do squats, deadlifts, and all those movements on it. And obviously have bumper plates or just plates period to lift heavy weight, especially now that I'm squatting 350. And then a barbell, of course, so you can actually do the squats, adjustable bench. I don't really care about the cable machine. And then dumbbells. Might get a leg curl and some other different equipment. So let's continue.
Cables, honestly.
Oh man, this is really useful.
Yeah, good.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So the only decision that we have left to make is machines, which are actually going to make up the majority of the gym. Let's do treadmill. Yeah. Best treadmill of all time. Oh, there's Peloton, obviously.
Well, I don't love that I think you have to have a subscription to get the main benefit of what they're offering.
It feels like the industry standard for exercise machines is calculator display and a resistive touchscreen at best. Oh, wow. That's a pretty treadmill.
I like the big screen.
It's definitely the nicest looking home gym.
So even if a treadmill is pretty, whatever he just said, I feel like you just need a regular treadmill. You don't need like a treadmill that has a screen on it, because you're going to obviously be paying more money than you need to. Now if you have the money and you want to do that, so you can like be more focused and actually have fun with your workout, so you can do like challenges with your friends and like be racing in the game, then I guess you can go with that option. But I feel like you can just do a lot. You can just use a regular treadmill and do a lot better than just getting a treadmill with a screen on it. Especially because most of those types of treadmills require you to have like a subscription, which will add on to the fees after you've actually paid for the treadmill itself. Because like when you pay for the treadmill itself, it's not like an all-in-one payment. You have to continuously pay monthly or yearly for this subscription. So I wouldn't go that route, especially if you're on a budget and you're trying to like not spend a lot of money.
The nicest looking home gym gear I've ever seen. We want to make sure that we're not sacrificing on performance for that design. It's a personalized consultation.
Ooh, the personalized not compensation, constellation. That's definitely going to get people like this, since they're actually going in. The person's going to try their best to convince them otherwise to get that equipment. But let me stop talking and go back.
Probably just
And
cool.
just
So off we headed to Techno Gym's London showroom to see for ourselves. I'm a Techno Gym, what the world's greatest stadium. The fuses coming out of the walls. Techno Gym for men. Right, first off, the treadmill, which was actually really impressive from a tech standpoint, but I did have one concern. Could this damage your joints over time?
Generally, running on a treadmill is quite impactful for you, and running outside.
I've never really thought about like running or just running on a treadmill being impactful on your joints. I never even like really heard of it. I get like if you're running a certain way, yeah, it's going to impact your joints no matter what surface you're on, even if the product claims that it's like high quality, and it's not going to, and it's going to decrease your chance of actually like actually having your joints impacted. So I feel like you have to just run a certain way for your joints to be impacted and like heavy and stuff.
He
So
explained that if we wanted to minimise the impact to our joints, which I certainly do, then we'd actually be better off going for a machine with slats. So we moved over to the Technogym Run, which was actually the more affordable machine since it wasn't part of Technogym's fancy designer line of products. But to me, this actually felt way higher performance. The thing was basically silent to run on thanks to these thick, shock-absorbing rubber slats, which is also what makes them better for your joints. Also, with this machine, you just place your phone on top, and an NFC tag inside of it allows you to log directly into both your Technogym account so that you can track your workout details, also all of your own personal apps like Netflix. The thing that also really impressed me though was, this is a machine for running, yes, but they've also managed to turn it into a strength training machine by being able to simulate a sled push. So if I start pushing, and then if I stop pushing, and then if I start pushing, yeah, exactly, yeah. That is fascinating. You can very easily decide a few things you want to do and see how you get better at them. The amount of settings and features on this one machine genuinely blew me away. I decided at this moment that we have to find a way to fit one of these in too. But
okay, so like I'm wondering if like the sled pushing thing on the treadmill, like how much weight can you do, or like force can you, is it like 400 pounds of force that is required for you to actually start moving? Or like, is it really easy? Because I feel like if that's the case, if it's like really easy, then you might as well just get a sled and do an actual sled push.
But we also knew that we wanted to get an elliptical as our second cardio machine, because that's what I currently use every day. Then Technogym introduced us to a new kind of elliptical called the Artis Vario. It's like a normal elliptical, but instead of your movements following a fixed path, you can control where your legs go. You kind of have to find a rhythm, but when you do, this thing is amazing, because it's an elliptical, and then when you want it to be, it's also a step machine. It is absolutely insane how in-depth the software is. It's got video visualization, that's pretty useful actually. I think it works. But then the guy took us to what I would consider Technogym's hero products. It's a line of machines called BioStrength, where each one focuses on one muscle group, but takes that to the absolute limit.
One thing that you'll probably notice immediately is there's no weight stack machine.
You are right. The BioStrength machines are actually using magnetic resistance for the weights, which is really cool because it means no clanging metal whenever you drop your weight.
He said no clean metal. I feel like that's probably like the best part of lifting. Hearing, especially like if you're lifting heavy weight, like hearing the weight when you're squatting or like doing a deadlift or something. But now like on a lift like this, on a machine like this, you want to be careful obviously when doing weights and like have a slow and controlled tempo. But I feel like for me honestly, and I feel like a lot of other people would agree, like having some noise and clang and banging in the gym when you're using a heavy weight, especially like a heavy weight, it makes you feel a lot stronger. It just feels good, I guess.
But also that you can control that weight electronically and select exactly how many kilos you want to lift, not just go.
That's kind of like that is a good thing that it has a tempo that you should follow, so that your each rep that you do isn't extremely different, and most of the time it's like exactly the same. So I feel like that's a good thing. But technology period, like gym equipment or anything, I feel like unless it's like unhackable, which likely it's not, I feel like you should just use regular equipment and buy that instead. Because if you're mainly having electric equipment and let's say the power goes off one day, you're not going to be able to get your workout in because the equipment you use primarily uses electricity or just requires that. So I feel like that's unnecessary. It can be used and help you, and it can just feel smoother for the people who like it, and it's just, I guess, a better option for Mr. Who's the Boss, because he likes techie gadgets. So I guess that's a great way for him to go.
Up in 5s or 10s.
So we can change the resistance level here. You can also change the seat height.
Whoa. That just went.
Oh god. Wow.
Because you also can't take a break. Wow, that keeps you accountable.
Yeah.
Now, cool as that was, we decided
It looked like Mrwhosetheboss getting weaker, or he just ego lifting and doing too much weight.
we probably didn't have enough space to start getting one machine for every single muscle group, so we decided to just focus on the leg machine, since that's what Jeff recommended we go for if we were to only pick one.
Just 35 kilos, but then if you push it harder, it will give you way more resistance. Oh yeah, it's a workload of.
Oh, I see it. I don't know how much I buy into it, but there is also an AI built into these biostrength machines that they call Technogen Coach.
At least in this biostrength range, the equipment is way higher tech than I expected. Like, I've used tons of techno gym in commercial gyms, and I guess they either tend to go for lower end stuff, or they go into stuff that's just older and more functional. We can have a word with them about these bezels though.
So that's biostrength, but for some things, like your bench, you also just kind of want to keep it low tech.
It's the most comfortable gym bench I've ever sat on. This feels absolutely insanely comfy for a bench. Like, you could like sit there reading a book on that thing.
Yeah, obviously when you're getting gym equipment, you want to make sure that it feels good to you and that like it feels comfortable for you to lift on, because if it's not, it's likely going to impact your workout performance, and like you're not going to feel great when you're working out, and you're probably not even going to want to work out. So making sure that you get the right and comfortable equipment is going to be the best thing that you ever do when getting gym equipment for your home, because it will be the determining factor on if you're going to be motivated enough to work out or not. At least one of the factors.
We also do need some storage for this room, and this was pretty good inspo because the height of the rack means it can fit a lot of stuff in without taking up the much more valuable width of the room. So, dream equipment selected, now it's time to put everything in its place. And this was actually quite incredible to see because these guys have software that takes your floor plan, inserts each of the products you picked, including exactly how much space each one takes up. So we use this kind of like puzzle pieces to work out how everything fits. And it gets better, because to make sure that it all
And now, the ultimate smart home gym is finally ready. This right here is the single most important room in the entire house for me. Because you might have seen, about 3 years ago, my fitness hit an all-time low. And with it, so did my...
Yeah, speaking of like him talking about this video and making a video about his health, I feel like him transforming his life and actually caring more about his health and going to the gym more was actually the best decision he could make in his life. Probably not the best, but one of the best, because your health is very important. And like in America, I know he's from the UK, I believe, because of his accent. At least that's what I'm assuming. But most people in America, they are severely overweight and have a lot of daily diseases because of all this processed junk we have, and because it's just bad for us and making us overweight.
confidence and my mood. It had a really bad effect on me. And so the entire goal of this dream gym is to never feel like that ever again. Come on in. Quite early was one of the main reasons that one of us would end up leaving the gym early was we were thirsty and we...
Okay, yeah, when you're like, if you're going to build your own home gym, that is a good thing. Good idea. You should have things in the gym that will prevent you from actually leaving the gym and causing you not to go back to the gym and actually finish your workout. So having like a refresher station and having drinks in a small refrigerator in the gym, or having like a phone charger or something, is going to be a great idea.
It's pretty similar to the state of income.
Okay, so that's all his cardio
While
equipment.
it's charging. It's slow and it only works about half the time. So we have ended up buying, before we are even 5 steps into this gym, we are ready to gym. There's one final cherry on top for this level. So put my wrist onto here, connect, and we are in. So I use an Apple Watch for my health tracking, not because I think it has like medical grade accuracy or anything.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Apple Watches or most watches period have great accuracy, but it can be a great tool like to use if you're competing with your friends, because you'll be motivated and it will help you be more accountable so that you can actually meet your physical goals every day.
It just makes it really fun. It makes me want to compete with my friends and
Exactly.
do better than them. And so
Exactly,
it's just
exactly,
so cool to me that
I don't need my phone, I don't need to manually type anything in. I just tap this watch on one of these machines, and because this is all Apple Gym Kit compatible, the watch tells the machine all of my details, so my height, my weight, etc. And then the machine tells the watch all of the workout detail.
By the way, it is not safe to be like this close to a screen. Hence why I'm likely almost blind. Why I'm not that. Well, I'm a little bit close, but not like that close. I can basically only see like color. I can read this text. Anyways.
Like pace, like incline, which means that both machines work together to give you the most accurate, most instant workout tracking I have ever had, which, because it's happening through the Apple Watch, is all automatically logged directly onto the friend leaderboard that I'm trying to climb to the top of. I just love it. So
far, the gym's alright. It has a lot of good equipment.
Level 2 is how we maximize space in the gym. And there's two parts to this, both of which I think could be
Okay, I don't really care about the, well, I guess
more
to
vertical
look a
space
little
for
bit,
you.
but I don't really care about like this part of the video, but this can be a good tool, like having some like spaces for storage to keep more room in the gym, or at least make your brain think that you have a lot more space in the gym than you actually do. But having like weight stack is good, especially if you have like 10 pairs of weights. You definitely want to have a place where you can rack your weight or dumbbells. It's a dumbbell rack, yeah.
This is the more time versus having to come over here, take this off, load weight.
Yeah, I think those are like Bowflexes. That's a popular adjustable weight brand, but I feel like you can still using dumbbells are still great. You have more control over it.
Onto this bar, put this back on, secure it in place. It's just that I don't think this one is quite as good.
I just want to mainly see the entire gym. Well, he's showing us the gym, but it's taking too long.
Over the squat rack, what you see here is the total weights that this thing shipped with, which is not enough to do any kind of serious lifting, so we've ordered more. Right, so that said, these are the best exercise machines I have ever interacted with. And not even because you can actually play Angry Birds on your treadmill thanks to them running an Android real life run, yes, outside of the house. So on this machine, I can pull up that run and race against myself. This will pull up the exact route I did, and I can try and compete against my past.
That's actually a nice thing. You can use the technology to see what run you did last time and try to beat it while you're just inside your house. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video right there. I'm not gonna watch any more of it. I'll probably watch it later, but not like with you guys.